and welcome to my educational channel One Door HR. Let us succeed with knowledge. Today we are going to study what is presentation skills, their different types, its structure and other important tips which is very much important to implement to make a presentation very engaging for the audience. So what is presentation skills? They are skills you need in delivering a successful and appealing presentation to variety of spectators. In today's world, presentation skills is required in every stream and field, be it a student studying in a school to a big businessman. Everybody needs a very effective presentation skills. But do you know, to make an effective presentation, there is a correct recipe with the right mix of all the ingredients to make a presentation more attractive to the people. Before we move further, let us first understand what are various types of presentations. First, review presentation. This is a presentation where your performance is reviewed. That means target versus achievement. Second, training skills or skills upgradation presentation. They are basically training materials. Third, product or selling services presentation, which is also known as business presentation. It is mostly used when there's a new venture or you're presenting something to your client, customer for their business needs. Fourth, new initiative presentation. Based on this presentations, various decisions are made in the organization regarding the new initiatives or policies or procedures. Fifth is a generic presentation. These are basically a very generic presentation which are made to the audiences to report something to them or to inform them something. Here is a tip for you. A presentation made for a junior level teammates will not be engaging for middle level or the senior leadership team. Likewise, a presentation made for middle management will not be engaging for junior or for the senior level management team. The obvious reasons behind this is there's difference in the aptitude, experience and intensity of roles and responsibility handled across level. So before you start preparing for your presentation, know the knowledge of the audience and their size. Structure of presentation. It starts with introduction. Introduction is 10% of the entire structure of presentation. It is the face and it is a stage where audience know you. You start this with greeting and welcoming the listeners. Introduce yourself. Keep it short and crisp. Do not do over talking about yourself. That reflects egotism. Although agenda must have been already shared in advance to everybody, just repeat it to refresh it. The aim and objective of the presentation is to be informed to the audience what is a major takeaway for them in that, or what's there in it for them. Directions or instructions if you want to give to the people, like to avoid any distraction, phone, etc. or when can they ask question during the session, you can give it. They should be able to connect with you. Your approach should be pleasant and responsive. Second part of the structure of presentation is its body, which is 70%. The body of the presentation should be in a logical series, must be segmented properly. Just don't write and read content in a paragraph form. Please make it in an understandable bullet points. You should talk on each point with supporting evidence, narratives and examples. Visual communications like clips, graphs, data, videos, etc. should be used. Audience connect to it and makes the presentation more winning. Summarize important points before moving further. It is the main part. So make it more and more interactive. It shouldn't be always one way. Please be doubly sure that the facts and figures used by you are correct and are non-debatable. Give time to the audience to make their notes and prepare for the questions. Whatever you have promised in the introduction, fulfill all your given words at this stage. The third part of the structure of the presentation is conclusion, which is 20%. This is the time you're highlighting your message, so it is equally important. At times, presentators fail to conclude in a right way, which results in loss of charm of the entire session. Summarize important takeaway including the implication and conclusion. Ask them about their next action plan based on the presentation. All the questions must have been already answered by you in the flow, but you must have exclusive time for your question and answer session. Attract more and more questions. Ensure that you are available post-session also on emails or in person in case any support or guidance is required by the people. Thank the participants for their time and attention, and always end the presentation in a positive note. Other important elements that we all should remember are positive body language. Please go through my video on verbal and non-verbal communication skills for its better understanding. Details are given in the description box below. Touch of a humor. Session should not be monotonous. A pinch of humor here and there will be a great idea. But of course, you are the right judge. Depending upon the subject you are presenting and the quality and the level of the listeners, you need to decide whether a touch of humor is required or no. Be confident and relaxed. You can mock it in front of a mirror before the day. Mastery of the subject. You should know the subject matter in depth because the audience sitting there might flood you with many questions and you should be competent enough to answer all of them confidently. Making a lengthy presentation with too many slides does not mean you are a master of the subject. In fact, the more expert you are, you will use limited number of slides and talk more. Physical movement. Start from the center of the stage, moving around to the right and left during the session and then concluding from the center of the stage. If need be and if you're comfortable, you can also move around in between the audience during the session. While presenting, it's significant for your words and thoughts to stream, so your crowd can see how everything joins together and why it's all applicable. This should be possible utilizing discourse changes, which are words and expression that permit you to easily move, starting with one point, then on to the next, so your discourse streams and your presentation is bound together. You can implement all the tips given in this video, but moreover, the most important thing is you also need to stick to the time allotted to you. Please respect others' time and your own time as well. Do let me know your experiences in the comment section below. Thank you very much for your time. All the best for your presentation. Do not forget to view, like, share and subscribe to my educational channel, One Do HR. You can also follow us on Facebook. Thanks a lot.